Restoration is brought to you by
Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people.
Yes, extra long sanitary pad for extra comfort.
We got yes protection.
Pepsodent, 10 times stronger teeth.
I don't compromise on the quality of my food. Use Tasty Tom enriched tomato mix.
For naturally whiter teeth, Pepsodent Charcoal.
It is always a joy to come your way, and for us here at Restoration, we get so excited when we know that our stories are actually changing lives and moving you to believe that the power of God is essentially great upon all of us if we believe. I'd like to say a very big thank you to our sponsors, Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people, Yas washing powder and Yas sanitary pad, Hooch Corn and Choco Flakes, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, Tuwazi Apartment, located at Mile 7 near the Mile 7 Park, and of course, to my favorite place in Kumasi, the Teflon Suites, located at Ahojo in Kumasi. If you are in Kumasi, please, this is a home away from home. The staff are ready to welcome you wherever you're coming from. Just get in touch with them so that they make your stay in Kumasi a fabulous one. A very big thank you to my glam team, ABS Lux Line Hair Duties, GH Beauty Artistry, and Divine Cassie. We'll be right back after this break.
Kapone said the name of my head. Hisense, Arku no be more wasre. Na ye bebre. Pakaka yan kwani stew dodo a ope.
Tasty Tom dear, it will surely give you value for money. Steak, a little is enough to get our desired quantity of stew and soup, and it doesn't color your meat or chicken.
Tasty Tom tomato mixing tea. Me handwriting and sada. Into customers bar never.
I don't compromise on the quality of my food. Use Tasty Tom enriched tomato mix.
This advert is FDA approved.
Remember the days I just couldn't go to the gym because it was that time of the month? Yas extra long sanitary pad took the worry away. Easy.
Yes, comfort. I got yes, confidence. I got yes.
The new Yas extra long sanitary pad is the joy of every woman. It is extra absorbent and fits perfect. Don't allow anything to hold you back when it's that time.
Wow.
Yes, yes, yes.
Feel confident, stay fresh.
Hi. Is it supposed to be that time of the month?
Yes. I got yes, confidence. I got
Yes.
we got yes, protection. I got
Yas extra long sanitary pad for extra comfort.
we got yes, protection.
Every child is so unique.
You like no other.
Outstanding in every way.
It's me like no other.
So anytime you walk and play,
You like no other.
you are special like Indomie.
It's me like no other.
Did you know that every child on the planet has their own unique fingerprint like no other?
You like no other. I can play the drums. I'm talented. It's me like no other.
I can sing, I can dance.
You like no other.
As well as their own unique talents and abilities.
I can cook. I can paint. You like no other. Indomie. It's you like no other.
So every day, in whatever you do, remember you are special in your own way, like no other.
Thank you, Mom, for letting me know I'm special and for making me my special Indomie. Thank you, Mommy.
Introducing Indomie beef flavor. Buy now.
This advert is FDA approved.
Ow.
Let me see.
She's never had a toothache before.
There might be a cavity. Don't you use Pepsodent?
We used to, but I'll try the new one.
Ah, that's why.
But doesn't every toothpaste give cavity protection?
Not really. Pepsodent's Cavity Fighter repairs tiny invisible holes to give 10 times stronger teeth. Will you trust Pepsodent?
Definitely.
Pepsodent, 10 times stronger teeth.
Use Pepsodent's Cavity Fighter.
Every child is so unique.
You like no other.
Outstanding in every way.
It's me like no other.
So anytime you walk and play,
You like no other.
you are special like Indomie.
It's me like no other.
Did you know that every child on the planet has their own unique fingerprint like no other?
You like no other. I can play the drums. I'm talented. It's me like no other. I can sing. I can dance. You like no other.
As well as their own unique talents and abilities.
I can cook. I can paint. You like no other. Indomie. It's you like no other.
So every day, in whatever you do, remember you are special in your own way, like no other.
Thank you, Mom, for letting me know I'm special and for making me my special Indomie.
Thank you, Mommy.
Introducing Indomie beef flavor. Buy now.
This advert is FDA approved.
Tasty Tom tomato mix. Ofa kakra. Na ye bebre. Fa kakra yan kwan ni stew dodo a ope.
Tasty Tom dear, it will surely give you value for money. Steak, a little is enough to get our desired quantity of stew and soup, and it doesn't color your meat or chicken.
Tasty Tom tomato mix inti. Me handwriting and sada. Sena ne dene dia sa net ye. Inti customers ba never.
I don't compromise on the quality of my food. Use Tasty Tom enriched tomato mix.
This advert is FDA approved.
My guest today is someone I sat with on our couch 8 years ago, and he was so brave to share a story with us. And before we start our conversation today, I'd like us to take a recap of that conversation.
So, how did that even get into your mind? How did it start? How did it become possible?
Wow. My mom was having a family friend who were then visiting us. He was a contractor. So he was always coming to the house, visits, dashing us some money and stuff. So the man became very close.
Like a father.
Like a father. And he was that old, so he can give birth to me. So I call him father. So he one day took me to his house. He took me as a son that he wanted to help me. He came in as a philanthropist. At that moment, I was having other people, uncles who were then working, but always when they are giving you something, money, they will talk on it. your father is working and is irresponsible, bastard, a whole lot. So I decided not to ask them anymore. My mom too decided not to ask. So when she gets, then whatever that you want, you get. So this man came in and supporting us gradual, bit by bit, and he one day took me to his house, and that was then.
How old were you?
I was 9 at then. I was 9 at then. I remember I was 9. That time, let me put it in front. Na by now, straw waba. Those days, Coca-Cola and stuff. We were having those big Coca-Cola bottles and stuff. But before you drink a Coke, unless Christmas, and I was playing Kunka and Dondo for Christ Little Band. I was in Methodist Church.
Okay.
So at that moment too, I was singing as well in church, playing instruments. So a lot of people like my talent. So this man approached me to help me come out with a song. So that was then we started moving. Until that day, he gave me a Coke, that this full Coke is for you. And
Christmas for you.
Yes. You are chopping your birthday. Enjoyment. So you having a full Coke and drinking it alone. And you ask again that, are you sure this full Coke is for me? Yeah, it's for you. Take it. So I wanted to taste the difference between drinking with straw and taking it from the bottle. When the straw did not add any value to the Coke. So I placed the straw somewhere and the bottle was on my mouth drinking. After a while, then I fell asleep. And after the incidents, I was naked. So I asked the man that what happened to me. So I remember the quotation.
So did the Coke booze you to sleep?
I was asleep, far asleep.
Did he drug the Coke?
That was my first time I took a Coke and I was asleep. So after that, I asked him that what happened to me. And that was the quotation. He said, were you thinking all the money and the things I was giving to you was for free? No. I have my own intention, but I can't come out to tell you that this. So I said that I would tell my mom of what has happened. And he said, if you dare, you will either go mad or die. And at that young age, I love my life. And I don't want to die. Because
so what did he do to you whilst you were sleeping?
I was asleep, so that very first day I didn't see anything. But I felt some pain.
When you woke up, what did you feel?
I felt some pain at my anus. So I asked him, and I was naked too on his bed. So I asked him that what happened, and he explained to me what happened. So that was my first encounter.
And you couldn't tell your mother about it?
I couldn't tell my mom. Because he said if I speak it out to anybody, I'll go mad or die. So I kept it secret. So about 3 days later, he came for me. He came to pick me again to his house. But for that one, he didn't drag me. It was consensus, let's say an agreement. I've been giving you this. So this one there is between you and I. So the second time, he did whatever he wanted to do with me. He was using some lubricant and stuff. So I started liking it. I started to just love the art.
So how long were you in this relationship?
Let me say, if we are to go into deep and other people I got in contact.
No, with this particular contractor.
With this particular person, we were into that for 5 years.
So you from 9 years to 14 years.
Yes. So that was at that time, that period of 5 years, I was into that act. I was even recruiting friends, my mates, my colleagues, sponsoring them because I was also getting sponsorship. So I get the gas to also sponsor other people so that I can also act and also feel something. Since the man wouldn't allow you to penetrate.
Just you were the victim all the time.
So you need to also find a way. He taught me how to masturbate, use soap to masturbate and stuff. So anytime I feel to do that, when I go to the bathhouse, I can do whatever I want to do.
Was he not married?
He was married, but his wife and the children were not here.
He had kids?
Yes. So mostly when he goes on leave or if he's not having a contract, then he travels out. So the house that he was staying in Takoradi he was staying alone. Okay. So whatever that we go there to do, we are there. Knew. Yes. And the kind of stature he was and he working with me, nobody will sense that.
You think you are his son?
Yes. Yeah. So it was secret.
Didn't your mom observe anything different about you?
Let's say because my mom was not average person when it comes to financial status, let's say, and was not rich too. So struggling to get something. So the attention was not there. Anything I bring home, because I quite remember the very first day when I came home, I was not okay. I came home, I cried. But when I came home, my mom didn't ask me what has happened. She just asked of the things I brought. And I gave her. So there are parents, if hardship is there, it's very difficult to monitor.
To monitor and notice changes.
Yes.
So 8 years down the line, we are sitting again with Pastor David. Also,
yes, mommy.
It's to say.
Yaminado.
Yes, I actually. As is why I can say kakra.
Oh, but
Miss Maya can say kakra.
Yes.
Yamiado. You are sure yes so. Let's say.
Yaminado.
8 years ago, we had a very insightful conversation. I mean, when we come to Ghana, bibi my muhasi, and yet easy. So be beba out. Abeka say, na diemi yeni, na nyame ajemi. I want to know what gave you that courage to come out to share your story.
I would say that it's God that encouraged me. If I am to see through an amoshe nimpa, what nimpa baka and come. But when I realized that when you enter to the second cycle institution, what is going on there? Now, it was a serious issue for Ghana Education Service and other Christian bodies to come in conclusion to find a solution. And at that time, no be a me discuss there. I've gone through this thing and I was patient. By the grace of God, I have come out. I want to help solve these issues. Yeah. So I spoke with the Metro Director of Education at then. He's late now, Nana Mbia. May his soul rest in peace. So when I spoke to him about my life experience, 5 years exile in homosexuality, and he was saying, wow, this thing must not just be there. So have I composed or maybe written a book on it? And I said, yes, I have a book on it. But main publishing, I'm now trying to put things in order and see how best and stuff. So you decided, okay, let us start with the various secondary schools and the JHS and let's see the impact before we can start something. My very first school I entered and we had a chat with the student, the whole school. So after that, I decided to do an altar call to see if we can recall some students who are vulnerable and who are into this. And behold, we recorded 140 students.
Wow.
In one school. 140 students in one school, having about 86 ladies, and others were guys. So it simply tells you that this is a social canker which is eating the students of in their educational level. So we need to pay attention to it. So my first report to the director was there, and after I prayed for them, he had a discussion with them, and he saw that this shouldn't just be there. So we started the following week, we booked another school, and we recorded. Surprisingly, we came to the central region, one of the schools that I can't mention. It's a popular big school. We recorded 200 homosexuals, students who are doing it freely. Some were impacted by their school mothers and stuff. So that thing encouraged me that, no, this is a ministry I need to attend to, especially have time for them. So we started moving, and as I was doing it, I was compiling what I have done so far into a book. And by the grace of God, I came out with a gay transformer. So I would say Nanambia, Mr. T.K. Mensah, which is Ghana Secondary Technical School, their headmaster, and Mrs. Edna Nyame, former dean of TTU, and Mina Chudibo Akodia, Mrs. Another headmistress in Reverend Grant. These are 4 people that came together that we should bring this book out, and they will help me publish it. So they contributed to the publishment of the Gay Transformer, and we started moving out to the various schools and churches.
You were doing schools, and when you visit schools, it's just you and the students.
Yes.
So the public, or let's say the nation or beyond, do not get to see you.
Yeah.
When you decided to come on Restoration, you were opening up for a bigger audience, because it was not just about Ghana. This time you're going beyond Ghana.
Yeah.
Were you not afraid what the stigma was going to be like after that interview?
Actually, I was afraid, tensed, and in the second thought, I decided not to come, because at that time I was single, and I was going out with a lady, and even the schools issue the publishment of the book and stuff. I was having some hitches here and there. The family didn't want to accept me, so I just prayed over it about a week and 2, and I just heard that I should go. No matter the situation, I should go, because the nation must hear, and there are a lot of people suffering. And I came. After the interview, I had a call from lawyers, judges who were in this act.
Wow.
That they are bisexual, they are married, or they are into this. They wanted to stop, but they couldn't have anyone to speak with, have time with. One lawyer invited me, book a hotel for me to have a lunch with, and he shared his story with me that I want to stop. I can't tell anybody. My wife doesn't know that I'm into this. If I want to practice there, I will travel all the way from Takrady, come to Cape Coast, and have some people there, pay for and do whatever I want to do and go back.
No.
But I want to stop. What can you do for me? I am ready and willing to do whatever. And I said, it is only God. If you have shared with me, then 70% is gone. The rest, let's pray. So I took him through some counseling, therapies and stuff, prayer sections, sometimes monitoring him and stuff. And by the grace of God, he has stopped. The judge stopped. After I shared my story at Full Gospel Businessmen's Fellowship, he gave his life to Christ. After he stopped, about 2 months, and he died. So I believe that it was a right timing. But this thing caused me a lot.
Before we come to what it cost you, you know, mostly when you're intervening for people, you'd have your own challenges. Some people would call it a relapse. Were there times you were tempted to go back?
No. I would say the way I stopped, it was God that saved me. So I never had that kind of feelings again for a man. I never had that feelings again, or I never masturbated, because this thing goes with masturbation. So some of them that I prayed for, they stopped, but at times they were tempted to go and masturbate. And they will call the Papa, what can we do? What can I do to stop the masturbation? And I will take them through some therapies and some scriptures and prayers. And by the grace of God, they were able to get that strength on that. But for me, since then, I never had that feelings again. Because I would say it's a testimony and it's a miracle. Because the way I was confronted by the pastor in church after singing, and I was going, and he started giving me compliment and saying, you are good, but there is something you are doing that God hates. I was singing in church, playing instruments, keyboard here and there, but I was into this. And I quite remember I went to one school and a student asked me that, but you were going to church, you were doing all these things, you were singing for God. Why is that you were able to do this and do this thing at the same time? And I asked, I gave a rhetorical answer to that. I said, if you go to a garage to park your car, does it mean you're a car? You aren't. You just went to a garage to park a car. Mm-hmm. So there are a lot of people who go to church, but they are not Christian. They are not believers. They go to church simply because they were born into Methodist, Anglican, whatever. But genuinely, some are going through hell. Some are going through problems that they need people to talk to. So you could see someone walking around, nicely dressed, but talking to himself. Just walking. The person is depressed, frustrated. Just needs something. So in the Bible, David escaped to the cave of Adullam, and 400 men ran with him. And these were the people who were indebted, depressed, frustrated. And through the challenges, David was able to make and build 400 soldiers, men of value from it. So I believe that if you are called to do something, God gives you strength to do it. And that is keeping me running throughout to now.
At that time, what was your family saying about your new quest? Because everybody is from a family, and sometimes, hey, now did you have any challenges?
The very first time my uncle saw the video on TV, I think someone called him that I'm on TV. And he was furious and he was pissed off that why am I on TV sharing here and there and stuff. So he also called one of my aunties to report to him that this and this and this. And the question that they asked me, that why are you doing this? And I said that I'm not working for you. Neither I'm called by you. You have your way and I have my way. This is what is going on in a society. And God has assigned me to save the souls. So what I'm doing is not for you. God. It's for God. And he said, really? And I said, yes. He didn't say anything again.
No.
Not even my mother My mother didn't judge me when someone called that this and this and this. The only thing she said was that I thank God he's no longer
doing it.
But he's a man of God. That's what my mom said. And my mom is proud of me. And I love my mom.
We are also very proud of you.
Thank you.
We are also very proud of you. Yeah. So on that note, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue our conversation with Pastor David.
Yankone said the name of my head. Bryson, Arku no bemo asre.
Bebre. Pakaka yankwan stew dodo a ope.
Tasty Tom dear, it will surely give you value for money. Steak and little is enough to get our desired quantity of stew and soup, and it doesn't color your meat or chicken.
Tasty Tom tomato mixing tea. Me handwriting and sada. Into customers bar never.
I don't compromise on the quality of my food. Use Tasty Tom enriched tomato mix. This advert is FDA approved.
I love President Charcoal. Why?
When there are so many other charcoal toothpaste.
That's both charcoal and lemon.
Oh, does it?
Yes. Look right here.
Yes. Pepsodent Charcoal has two of nature's powerful whitening ingredients. With the power of activated charcoal and lemon essence, it removes stains and whitens teeth naturally.
Convinced?
Well, I am. Just look at your beautiful Pepsodent smiles.
For naturally whiter teeth, Pepsodent Charcoal.
Remember the days I just couldn't go to the gym because it was that time of the month? Yas Extra Long Sanitary Pad took the worry away. Easy.
Yes, comfort, I got yes, confidence, I got yes.
The new Yas Extra Long Sanitary Pad is the joy of every woman. It is extra absorbent and fits perfect. Don't allow anything to hold you back when it's that time.
Wow.
Yes.
Feel confident, stay fresh.
Hi. Is it supposed to be that time of the month?
Yes. I got yes, confidence, I got
yes.
We got yes, protection, I got
Yas Extra Long Sanitary Pad for extra comfort.
We got yes, protection.
Let me see.
She's never had a toothache before.
There might be a cavity. Don't you use Pepsodent?
We used to, but I'll try the new one.
Ah, that's why.
But doesn't every toothpaste give cavity protection?
Not really. Pepsodent's Cavity Fighter repairs tiny invisible holes to give 10 times stronger teeth. Will you trust Pepsodent?
Definitely. Pepsodent, 10 times stronger teeth.
Use Pepsodent's Cavity Fighter.
Every child is so unique.
You like no other.
Outstanding in every way.
It's me like no other.
So anytime you walk and play,
you like no other.
You are special like Indomie.
It's me like no other.
Did you know that every child on the planet has their own unique fingerprint like no other?
You like no other. I can play the drums. I'm talented. It's me like no other. I can sing. I can dance. You like no other.
As well as their own unique talents and abilities.
I can cook. I can paint. You like no other. Indomie. It's you like no other.
So every day, in whatever you do, remember you are special in your own way, like no other.
Thank you, Mom, for letting me know I'm special and for making me my special Indomie.
Thank you, Mommy.
Introducing Indomie beef flavor. Buy now.
This advert is FDA approved.
I love President Charcoal.
Why? When there are so many other charcoal toothpaste.
That's both charcoal and lemon. Oh, does it? Yes. Look right here.
Yes. Pepsodent Charcoal has two of nature's powerful whitening ingredients. With the power of activated charcoal and lemon essence, it removes stains and whitens teeth naturally.
Convinced?
Well, I am. Just look at your beautiful Pepsodent smiles.
For naturally whiter teeth, Pepsodent Charcoal.
This is a high sense super crazy giveaway moment. Last week you saw the CEO herself from Mimi's Best Hair take her turn, and this lady here, Salah, my troublesome Salah. When Salah is fasting, she's not friendly. Salah is always making sure my hair is well straightened. My background about Kwacha, Auntie Stacy, like oh Salah, Auntie Stacy, and should make sure your hair is always straightened. And I'm just here to appreciate you, my love.
Thank you.
But when you are fasting, be nice.
Right.
Girl, you're fasting on your nice. Oh, you're fasting on your nice. Back to say, but God bless you. Keep being amazing, and I love you. Okay, so I came to say thank you and give you something special from High Sense. This is to you, wishing you the best, and I hope during the next fast you're going to be smiling a lot.
Thank you, High Sense, for this special gift. I really appreciate it.
All right. And you'll be smiling during the next fast.
Yes, of course. You see, I'm smiling.
Yes, you have to smile. Well, it has been lovely, and I'm bringing you lots of love from Mimi's Best Hair. See you next week. Welcome back from our High Sense Super Creative Giveaway moment. And with time, I've been telling you that we are trying to reach out to all our fans across Ghana. So just watch out. You never know. We might come to your community very soon, as you have seen us in some communities in Ghana. Because before, now must I see a child Accra, they say they're free Accra. They say Yaba Kumase, Yaba Sunyai, Yaba Fie Prayer. While you see us in Tamale, you're going to see us in Bolgatanga, you're going to see us in Wa, you're going to see us in Takrade, in Cape Coast. So we're still coming. Just keep rooting for us, and we will come your way very soon. So we're back with Pastor David. Also,
yeah.
So throughout this time, you were dating.
Yes.
When you met your girlfriend at the time, were you able to open up to tell her this was the life I lived before, and I'm a changed man, and I'm looking forward to having a great future with you?
Yes. I told her. She accepted me. We started dating. At that time, she was a student in one of the universities and stuff. So I went to meet the father, introduce myself to the father. Later on, then the father died. So the family, the sisters, they all knew me. But after school, and we decided to settle, do the wedding and stuff, and the serious challenges started. The family didn't want me
Anymore.
anymore.
Are they?
they said that they don't want someone who has been into this. So interviews upon interviews. They will call me, I'll go and meet, and they will ask me. They just did that to frustrate me. How much do I have in my account?
Oh.
How many investment do I have? Can I take care of their daughter? A whole lot of stuff. I'll go to this person. The next week they will tell me to go and meet this person.
This uncle.
And it was frustrating. Later on, they said I should bring my parents for them to also interview them. And we are coming from a royal family. And my uncle said, no, we are not going anywhere. If they want to see us, it will be on the day of introduction, the knocking and stuff. And the family said, if my mother and father are not coming, then
you should forget it.
I should forget it. And the lady said, if that's what they are saying, then we should part our ways. And so, wow, dating for 4 years.
Now we investment or what?
In fact, university, you know, when you are going to visit, you buy provision. Yeah, there were a lot of stuff I was doing. So I really did investment. I had a serious broken heart promise. and it was
broken heart promise.
Yes. Sometimes I'll be there, my mom will call, we're on a radio. They comment me. I'll be on the bed and I'll see that the ceiling is coming down on me.
Hey, and then Pro Max
I will feel that I'm not okay. When I go out, I'm not okay. For the past 3 days, and I don't feel like eating. I'm not fasting too. So someone was asking me that how is my experience in broken heart? And you don't know. When you grow up, you get to know. So one of my fathers said, I know, you need to take a vacation. Because we try, my patrons, those who helped me to come out with the book, they decided to, we even traveled to the family hometown to talk to some people who are influential to the family and stuff. Everything didn't succeed. There was even threatening. One threatens that when he sees my uncle, he will beat my uncle here and there. So my secretary minister then decided, okay, hey, David, she is not the only woman on this earth. Let her go. When you marry her, the family will give you problem because they are not accepting you. So let her go. In fact, it was very hard because my friends, my pastor friends and the programs I go and stuff, they all knew that this is the lady I am with and we will be marrying soon and this thing. So it was really hard for me. But I need to endure and I just accept it as my fate and move on. So I left. I left outside. I went to take vacation. I took vacation to Dubai, rest a while, tour a while.
Hey, and then we broken heart in there. Now the healing is expensive.
And I came back. So after
did that help?
Oh yes. I saw new things. I saw new people, new friends and stuff. So after I came back to Ghana, and I had a program at NMTC, Nursing Training Colleges. They were having a conference and I was invited as a guest speaker.
And after we see in June now, you didn't give up the calling?
No. I was speaking at then.
Okay.
Speaking for programs. When I got to Accra, then I got that call for that program. So I went straight to Cape Coast. So after preaching and I was praying for people wanted to talk to me and I spotted a lady. So I saw that the lady was also watching me and stuff. But it's been some months, and so I decided to delete. I deleted everything about the lady.
Okay.
So that I can concentrate in whatever that I'm doing. So when I saw the lady, and I said, "Your face look familiar." So yes, I'm coming from Takrady. I said, "Okay." Then we had that vibe, and I took a normal and I gave. So I said, when I come to Takrady,
I'll look for you.
I'll look for you. And indeed, when I got to Takrady, I called her once. So I'm doing my rotation in Efiakwanta here and there. So I decided to pay a visit. So through paying visits, and I got to know that the family, the father too, was also close to one of my patrons, who is the headmaster then at GSTS. So the day I visited the family and I saw the man, he was a beggar then. So when my book, after I launched my book, the schools used to bill the student with my book. So I'll go for a check.
Yeah.
So I remember that this man, I've gone for a check from him. Let me see, yeah. Then probably he has read my book. So I was very scared, afraid that no, history will repeat itself. If this family also get to know that that's my past, I wouldn't know what will happen. But lo and behold, the man said, "Oh, I haven't read your book. In fact, your book is very nice."
I'm sure when he said, "I've even read your book,"
yeah,
your heart just sank.
If I would say a vibration in my own population, me population, and I may say, "Hey,
not again,
not again." And the lady too, in fact, Sanoso Kwabe. So when the father said, "Oh, your book is very nice and stuff," so I decided to know, let me hit the wood with the nail, so that when I see the feedback coming from the father, then I will know that I'm on track. Yeah. So I just said to the man that, "Oh, Dada, Obey, I'm interested in, I want to marry." And the man said, "Oh, wow. Wow, how dare you make pay? So anytime you are welcome."
Wow.
So I just went and I spoke with my mom that this and this and this and this. And my mom said, "Wow." And my mom asked me that, "I can't share about you." So, Papa Nampo, we read my book. Not knowing that the lady has also read my book, because when the father took the book from the school, I think he brought it home. And so I knew we read my book there. But as the lady will accept or not, and I decided that me vibe kakranam so sister, many jiwu nyamesi yankanu. Not knowing the lady, I knew the lady. I went to teach a choir, a song. At that time, Joe Mete was coming to Takrady for a program, and I was also on the bill. But that song, particular song, no, I handled everything with the choir. So I scolded her.
No.
So the lady said, "No, I am too strict and stuff." But later on that, she became a friend and saw that no, I was that kind of free type and stuff. Not so I didn't have. Until when I'm in chair, we dated for just a year, and I waited there.
Wow.
Just a year.
Oh, I'm just looking at your ring. So now you're married.
Yes, by the grace of God.
How long has it been?
Let's say 4 years now.
Wow. So 4 years after you came on the show, you got
married. Let's say 4 years after I came, and I got married.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So how has married life been?
Oh, by the grace of God. My wife also sings.
Okay.
And my wife too, she's a TikToker, so and so when you come to my hall, I have that kind of, I've decorated that place like a studio form. So everywhere she can do anything. And she has been so good. She's a professional nurse. And anytime I'm traveling, okay, what Terry? Okay, she. So I called her my costumier and my CEO, because everywhere I'm going, she will make sure that I'm on point. Me call baby na me preachy that we record na say ohun ped okay da ma say me anka de can dey I can dey so okay amboa next time I kwa the mechi na yamko and stuff. So by the grace of God, I was having a polo and someone took the polo from me and God gave me a cake. And so no maybe in there say kite polo no be jifu say manyame omo cake.
Achomo.
Achomwa nyame omo cake. So my wife was the cake God gave me. The moment I said that I want to marry her, so I don't care about your past. That's your past. Everybody has a past. So all that, let's focus and let's build a ministry and make impact. That's the most important thing. So I also said, whatever you want to do with your channel, TikTok, impact, whatever, I'm ready to support you. So we've been there for 4 years. We have a junior David.
Oh, nice.
Another Skate music boy and stuff. So at home, we have them all.
Oh.
Yes, we have them all.
God has been good.
God has been good.
With all the things the Lord has provided you, what do you see in the near future for yourself?
Oh, by the grace of God, what I'm seeing and where I'm going, I say that there's hope for the future. And I tell people that God hasn't started yet with me. And people tell me that, in fact, we see the great things and the great impact you are making. And don't give up. There are a lot of testimonies. Through it all, I wrote a song, My Testimony. When I came on your show and I had that song. So after I liked that song, I got Best Collaboration of the Year in the Western Gospel Awards. I got nomination on the National Gospel Awards. And by the grace of God, is moving. My testimony. So everything about my life till now is a testimony.
Wow. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see where God has actually taken you. And I know that there is so much that He will do for your life and for your family as well. And I hope you've not stopped sharing.
Oh, no. Last week I was at Hunterman Girls.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And Fijai Senior High School. No. Almost every time I have about a couple of schools
that you visit.
Yes. Last 4 months I was at Prempeh College.
Oh.
Yes, and the headmaster and the chaplaincy board wants me there again. So they are planning and putting things in order for me to visit. So anywhere you call me,
you are available.
I'm available.
All right, dear. So Pastor David, before I let go of you, I would ask you to pick a card here. Then let's see what high sense will give you to take home.
Okay. Let me try my luck.
Okay. Thank you for coming. You take home a high sense steamer pan. So you're taking home a high sense steamer pan.
Wow.
Right there. Thank you now. So this is from High Sense.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so it has been an amazing conversation with you. And I know that as the years go by, this ministry is going to impact a lot of young lives to set them on the right course to a great future.
Amen.
So please don't stop.
Thank you.
And now that we're having a conversation after 8 years, the next 8 years that we meet, I want to see you bigger than you are now.
Thank you.
Maybe a lot more children.
Amen.
And a lot more money.
Amen.
So thank you very much. That has been our conversation for this week. We'd like to say a very big thank you to our sponsors, Hisense, everyday prizes for everyday people, Yas Washing Powder and Yas Sanitary Pad, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, Hoochcon and Choco Flakes. A very big thank you to Tuwazi Apartments located at Mile 7 near the Mile 7 Park. And of course, if you are in Kumasi or you're planning to visit Kumasi, make sure Teflon Suites is your ultimate destination, because that is a perfect place for you to stay, whether it's for work or leisure. A very big thank you also going out to my glam team, ABS Lux Line. A very big thank you to users, Souza Catering Services. Thank you very much for always ensuring my team and I are refreshed. GH Beauty Artistry and Divine Cassie. I'm forever grateful to all of you. So if you're watching us at home, know that once you have a calling, you have to pay heed to that call, because God always has a perfect plan if you only heed to the call. And I like to say very big thank you for always supporting us. If you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I would kindly ask that you subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the notification bell so that anytime we upload new content, you will get to watch. And if you have not, our channel is Restoration TV GH. Always do remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. We'll see you next week.